Hey everyone, Scott Jayway from Crucible Custom Props, all the forums and everything here. So today, I just finished doing my Dragon King Savior review, but this one I put a custom order into Jkoo, Jkoo, or Sinosword, well before I found Complete the Katana Facebook group, and in fact, I think I found them while watching Matthew Jensen videos. I think he was the first one to turn me on to this brand. And also I think there was another one, Katana Fanboy. Sorry, I'll put the link in the description just in case. But I think he had good reviews of it. And there's the SBG sword forum as well, where there's lots of people fairly happy. Now I know this is basic run-of-the-mill China stuff. The same fittings that are on all the Chinese custom sword makers. They pretty much have the same hardware and everything like that. But this one in particular, Jkoo or Sinosword, had took your requests into account, and they actually conversed back and forth, and I have heard nothing bad about their customer service. Maybe there have been some spotty heat treatments and stuff like that I've read. People have gotten things that they're not happy with. The only upside to that I can say is that so far, from my experience and from what I've read, they are very willing to either make it right, remake the blade complete, or give you a discount, or send freebies your way, or something. They don't just go, "Oh, that's your problem," which we've had a lot of drama lately about some of the other makers out there, like Saint Nihonto Sheng, or however you say it, ST. Anyway, just kind of having bad products come, and then no real recourse as far as getting a replacement made or something like that. They just put the blame on the customer and stuff like that. So anyway, this came in. Finally, I did a custom order, and almost everything is exactly how I wanted it at the time. My tastes have changed since ordering this, but in fact, I think the Koshirai is a little bit gaudy. On the pictures, it didn't seem quite as blingy as this, but they're still nice. It's made of copper. They're made of copper, so they're nice materials. They are cast with some gold plating and silver plating here. I did opt for real silk tsukaito, which is exactly what it's supposed to be. I opted for a full Samigawa wrap on the tsuka, and they even got some emperor nodes on there. Now it's not super high quality, but hey, it's there, and it is a full wrap. I have double checked. I've taken it completely apart, and you can, the FedEx guys here. Okay, FedEx has been delivered. Okay, anyway, where was I? I think I was talking about the Samigawa. Anyway, I'd taken it all apart. The Samigawa is a full wrap, which is what I requested. It's just nice. It does have emperor nodes, which is kind of cool, but it's it's not high quality Samigawa, but it's real, and it does have emperor nodes here. Now I requested I think I requested it to be black with kind of more like an antique finish. I think they were kind of confused. I showed them a Matthew Jensen video where there are some examples. He's showing a bunch of tsukas, and anyway, they said they'll do their best, and this is what they came up with, which is kind of a white spot in the middle, which is I'm not hating it or anything like that. The saya is gloss black with Samigawa, partial Samigawa, and it looks real. I think it's real. So there's that. The kurigata, and all the other fittings are horn. They're real horn. I don't know if this is going to come across here. I'll do a more in-depth video later with some details, but you can see the real buffalo horn. The sageo here is a decent quality. I think it's silk. I can't remember what I specified. or if there was even a choice. But it's okay. It's got some frays here and there. It looks like it's been caught when they were tying it, but it's all right. The aesthetic parts, everything lines up really nicely. And these diamonds are very even, but they're small. They're small diamonds, which make this sky look much bigger than it is. In fact, it's very close to, it's a little bit slimmer than the Dragon King fletching. In fact, it's a little bit smaller than the Dragon King fletching in every dimension aside from length. So that's nice. It doesn't feel bad. It just looks big because of how small the diamonds are. The blade, now the blade. Let's see here. You have your typical Chinese cast habaki with a rainfall pattern, which it's okay. It's not bad. It looks like it's a little small. The one thing that I asked for was that the hamachi and munemachi be even. That didn't come through. So unfortunately, there's no relief in the habaki for the ha to come down, and it stops right there. And so it's not functionally any problem with it. It's just aesthetically. There are copper seppa with the pretty much typical coin knurling. Now the blade is supposed to be kabuse style folded. It's folded. You can see that it's folded. There's the hara. I asked for bohi, which they did well. Everything looks nice. All the flats on the blade are really nice. There's a little bit of ripple, but I mean, in the bohi where it was carved, but the rest of it is very flat, very straight, and the polish is really freaking good for this price level. I mean, it's really good for this price level. The okote is geometric, but when it came to me, it had a tiny bit of rust on the kisaki at the very tip, and I'll show pictures of that. Had a bit of rust, and the major problem is, I have a photo of it, but this may be very hard to see on the camera right now, but the line in the middle of the mune doesn't go straight off to the tip. It either the tip is ground wrong one way or the other, but you can see here that in the picture that I'll show too, it just kind of goes off to the side. And I showed them pictures of the rust. They immediately offered me a $40 refund. The rust wasn't too big of a deal. It came off. There's some very minor pitting and discoloration from it, but the rust did come off. But when I showed them the flaw in the mune, they're like, "Oh God!" They actually said they couldn't believe that they missed something like that before shipping. So they requested me to send back the tsuka, the tsuba, seppa, basically the bottom half, and that's it. They want me to send that back, and they're going to remake the rest completely. So that's cool. That's I'll take that. That's customer service. Now, other than that problem, the blade is straight. I don't know about the heat treatment. I cut pool noodles with it. It cut really well on pool noodles. I had no problems. I had a lot of problems with the fletching. I could not cut diddly squat really with that for some reason. It seems sharp, but either I can't generate enough tip speed or something. It's more likely me than the sword, but let's just say between the three of them, the Savior and this one were easy to cut pool noodles with. Even, I made a few mistakes, but I could correct it and then cut still. The fletching was very hard to cut with for some reason. Anyway, back to this one. So that's the deal with this. So it's going, the hardware and everything is going back. They're going to remake it and send me a new one, I suppose. I don't know how. I assume they're going to make a new saya, because the saya fit on this one is very, very close to, you can see here, when it gets here, it looks like the ha just shy. Okay, so I got cut off again, and what I was showing was that the saya fitment is fairly nice. Looks like the hod just barely misses the koiguchi, and then once you get it seated into the habaki, you just kind of gotta push it the rest of the way in. So it's tight. It's not gonna come out whatsoever. There's a little bit of side to side rattle, but no fore and aft rattle. So if they're sending me a new blade, I'm wondering if they're sending a new saya too, which I hope so. Because if they made this to actually fit that blade, that would be awesome. Even if it's not perfect, it would be cool. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But overall, I wanted to really, I'm happy to be able to show people this. There are reviews of these online, but this is the one. I haven't seen a review of one with a kabuse folded blade. So it held up cutting pool noodles. Who knows what it'll hold up doing tatami. I'm going to order some tatami and then give it a shot, and we'll see how that goes when I get this all back. And if I have another blade that fits if they're reusing the suka, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if they're just going to replace it all. But anyway, if not, I can always maybe do some destructive testing on this one. Break it or cut it in half and see what it's really made of. If it is different layers and everything like it's supposed to be, and we'll see. But anyway, I thought it was pretty interesting. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with Sinosword or Jkoo that they are quite immediate with their response to the problems. They just responded right away and want to make it right in one way or the other. So far, I think that's pretty par for the course with them from what I'm seeing online, that they will respond and they'll do something about it. Now, whether they keep sending crap, who knows? But so far, I can't complain really. For the price, you get something. Whether you think it's worth it or not, I don't know. Make up your own mind. But so far, I'm not disappointed, other than just little tiny things. But kind of cool that you can tell these guys what you want, and in a few months' time, you'll get it. And I don't know, it's not a bad looking blade. They did a good job on the polish. They try hard, at least. So it's interesting. It's better than, a bunch of through hardened blades that get kind of boring every once in a while. Those are probably better. There's no reason why this is better in any way other than aesthetically. But so far, I can't complain. They're going to take care of the problem, hopefully, and we'll see how it goes. I'll report back when this is all fixed. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps somebody.